Yes, we are cooking. Wait, let me just load the music.
Good. So, how's everybody doing in chat?
So. Hey. Welcome, everybody. Good evening to morning, midday. I don't even know anymore. Hey, hello.
It's early afternoon here. Earliest live stream we've ever done. Sander has to go to bed on time tonight.
I mean, I've been doing a live stream earlier last time, right? I was doing the solo stream.
That's true.
Yeah. My doppelganger.
Good. Sander the doppelganger. How are you doing, Sander?
Holding on, it's weekend here, so I'm grabbing me a beer and we go for it, eh?
Good.
How are you?
It's Friday afternoon, so grabbing a glass of water.
Oh man. You're co-founder. You can do anything, man.
I can do anything. Yeah, wine in the morning, water in the afternoon. That's good.
Wooting tag me.
Wooting tagged everybody. Why did Wooting tag you?
Yeah.
So smart. I love it. It's good.
So remember when I was still doing live streams with my gaming channel, and I knew some other guy who always done like the whole, oh, this guy has tagged you. I was like, what the fuck? Did he tag me? And I checked. It's like, ah, damn it, he fooled me. It's pretty smart. So I thought, let's do it as well here.
There's stream trouble in paradise. It's buffering. And sometimes
is the stream laggy? Wait, is it laggy? Is it actually laggy?
Oh, not on my side.
It shouldn't be. I don't see any dropped frames. It seems to be streaming stably at 30 FPS.
Really?
I mean, I do have the bit right, like
7 million.
a shit ton. Wait, maybe I can do that in the...
Oh, it was laggy. Maybe it's not.
It was laggy. Oh, I can
just
lower
voices.
the bit
Oh,
rate, actually.
yeah, but I mean, as long as the voices work, that's fine, I guess. Because at some point you just see, you've seen my face, you've just seen Sander's place. Why does your place look so cozy, Sander? It's insane. It's fantastic. Nice.
Yeah, I was deciding like, oh, I'm gonna be maybe temporary here, but I already kind of decided that I just, gonna stay here for a bit longer. So I was like, fuck it, let's make it all cozy up.
Good.
All good. Yeah. It's I finally have some increasingly better taste, I guess, in interior stuff. Before I used to always do like black and white and like plain shit. It's like,
I've got zero taste. My office is like moving boxes, and I will probably still be here 6 months down the line.
it's a vibe, man. It's a vibe.
it's fantastic. I mean, I only have to look that way, right, to my screen and type things. Yeah.
If you don't see it, then it's. How do you say it? There's a saying for it. What you? I don't know anymore.
Okay. Yeah. It's I call it fantastic. Okay. So
what's the yellow thing on the wall then?
Oh, that's the little Jake the dog backpack. That was also in my previous office.
Let me just grab your webcam because it's just cutting out. Oh yeah, I see now. Oh, yeah, I gotta make your webcam a little bit smaller.
It's cute.
Oh no, that doesn't help actually.
I can zoom in like this. See?
Oh damn!
Cute. Now let's zoom back in. Okay. This is now the new me. I hope everybody enjoys me. Good.
Need some skincare products, man. It's not smooth enough.
I know.
See a few wrinkles.
I'm old. I'm just getting old. That's it. How was it? This. Let's keep it at this. That's fine. Good. Let's count Erik's scores. No, don't count it. What's this? Okay. Anyway. Last stream, right? That was fantastic.
All right, Simon and Polo were streaming then, yeah. Right.
That was a dream team. I think that's one of the best streams ever. Right?
I could finally rest for on the stream.
Exactly. I could just watch, shoot a question from time to time. No, but I think having a stream and a specific topic like that with people who actually know stuff about the topic, it just, you know, makes for an interesting stream, I guess. And I think everybody, I think most people enjoyed it. And now you're here today, right? And as you know, Sam and I will also prepare everything well in advance, weeks in advance. So that's why we only have outdated news. Switches dropped a few weeks ago.
Hey, let's go. Nah, the switches are pretty nice. I mean, if people already watched the video, of course, then it's like, you know, it's like all double up. But
your video was fantastic. Yeah, someone made like
thank
a whole epic saga.
The spoopy white stuff saga.
The spoopy white stuff saga. Yeah, but it's also it's also quite surprising because from my feeling there's a lot more people are interested in certain switches, and one thing that's really interesting if you look at the demographics is in Europe it's sort of, if you look at the sales rates, like 50 TTC, 50 G on roll, right? Then you look in US, that's like overwhelmingly G on roll. And then in Asia region, it's like everybody wants TTC, nobody cares for G on roll. But I think it's also because you can get G on rolls pretty conveniently from Korea, right?
All right, because it's nearby. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
But just it's interesting to see how the different demographics of the world, where different things are popular, right, at the moment in the mechanical keyboard scene, which is cool.
I still prefer me RGBs, man. These boyos, they are the ones.
RGBs?
Yes, I got them in my keyboard for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, for a while I still use. I didn't swap over to this spring weight because the other one's lighter, and I like the lighter one. So I still use the OGs, but I mean, these are sound-wise, they're the same, right? So
yeah,
it's really good.
No, I only like Jade Maxes. Wow, sick.
You like friction in your switches.
I love stiff, readily switches. That's what I like.
Not really. I just experienced like a bit of friction with pressing it. That makes the switch, even though the spring weight is actually not that heavy, it makes it feel heavier than it actually should be. But it would have been my favorite if it was like very smooth. That's what she said. And needs a bit more lube. No, the lube also didn't actually fix it.
No, I think, yeah, it's me personally, I think stability-wise, the TTCs are pretty insane how they feel, right? Stable-wise, they're like very nice, very smooth. It's just a little bit too loud for me. I prefer a little bit more softer, more muted sound, and that's why for some reason I just keep coming back to the Leica V2s, specifically the L45s. I'm now on a L45 streak again, so this is my L45 V2 keyboard, and that's.
So, but you're actually daily driving that down, and what's the RGB boyo is like just for
that's horrible.
Bragging,
it's
right?
Horrible. Yeah, that RGB thing, that's actually horrible. Yes.
I mean, it's just blinding you.
Yes, it's just blinding me. I mean, I can only use it if I have the RGB lights turned off, but that's, I guess, the whole joke about it.
Whoa, a strap leak.
That's not a strap leak. We gave those away at Computex last year.
That one we didn't.
That's maybe an older sample. It's not a leak.
Okay, sure.
It's just did this? No, this is not a leak. This is just it's just a sample.
I can lower the background music a bit. Erik should be pretty.
I can also do the AMA.
Similar to me, actually. I think. I don't know. Erik is just a little bit shy. That's all.
Shy.
Yeah.
Shy. I mean, I guess if I talk more into the microphone, right? That should. Is that better?
Yeah, I guess so.
Does it help?
ASMR Erik, here we go. Oh yeah. Whisper in my ears, boy.
Yeah.
My ears are bleeding.
No, so back to the switches. It's
out.
Fantastic. So it's out. Yeah. I think now also in the configurators, that's fantastic. If you're into a new module, then you can even get a higher discount on them. And then but that's old news, right? I think Wootility V5 launch. Well, Wootility V5 launch, that's actually fantastic. And even though it's sort of repeating what we did last time, there is still the survey going on. So everybody who doesn't know, the Wootility v5 is now unstable, used for a while. If you open Wootility, there's a pop-up for a survey. There's also a survey on Discord, and I guess if you fill it in, we raffle away 8 HEs among all participants. 2, I think, 2. And it's very good for feedback, and we already have a shit ton of feedback, and Paula will probably go crazy when she's back from her little trip to process it all, but it's
Gotta get some AI to process it because it's like unbearable probably for her alone.
Well, it depends on how you structure the data and everything, right? So if you just have like a scale for 1 to 5 or yes or no, then it's pretty easy to do it. But if you have open-ended questions, but it's actually interesting because I think Finn did a survey 1.5 years ago about our target audience as well, and getting some information, and he also a lot of open questions, and he actually used AI to sort of summarize what was being told there, and had an interesting system to that was pretty well, pretty good.
Yeah,
it's a good use for AI, I would say.
Is it possible to create a switch with a rotary knob that works with PCB's magnetic sensor? I mean, I guess it would be able to, right? I have no clue how, because I'm not a technical guy, but I guess it will be able to. Sky's the limit, right?
Sky is the limit. Yeah. I mean, there's I guess so many cool things you can do, but also more switches, new switch, and I think that's also the. No, I'm now want to repeat what it always.
Yeah, that's gonna be for the whole live stream. We're gonna repeat shit. Yeah, okay, it's gonna be a Q&A again, guys. Okay, we don't have any topics. Let's be fair.
No, we do have some topic, because besides Wootility v5 that everybody has to check out, we also have to discuss a little bit about the Zinc white case, right? So the video came out last week? Was it last week?
Yeah, last week. No, not early this week, right? It was last week, I believe. Yeah. I don't know. Time is going so fast, man.
It's a blur.
Become bald and shit. Hold.
I think it was last week.
6 days ago. It's this week, actually. Wait, it's last week. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. So I mean, Gala explains the situation pretty well there in the video, and Sander made it a little bit more interesting by adding some memes and some fun things to the video. But bottom line, it comes down to production will happen soon, and then delivery April, right? That's the plan now. Yeah,
I believe that was said in the video. Yeah. And if it's not, then I guess watch the video. We'll mention it there.
I never watch any of your videos, Sander.
How did you know then what I made?
Well, I just assume what you're making, so that's why I give like feedback out of thin air.
Wait, so if you're not watching anymore, I don't have to put effort. I can just do bare bone videos and pretend I did a lot. Yeah. That's no fun.
No, but that's interesting. So if you're waiting for the Zinc white, I mean, it's going on for forever, but I think we now have it right. It's now almost done, almost finished, and then
Mostly just waiting for the production and pretty much the shipment to go to the warehouses. That's the big wait now. Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's go through the Q&A questions. Is my L45 V2 looped? I probably looped it a year ago, so maybe it's not super looped anymore.
Wait, did you use the V2s or did you use the V1s in the?
Here are V2s.
Oh, V2s, okay.
Yeah, but it's early sample V2s, so those were pretty nice, and I guess I looped them as well. But maybe they're now a little bit more potato switches. Maybe I should
mushy.
Them. Yeah, I should get an intern here in Sweden, right? I mean, who is from Sweden, Gothenburg, wants to do an internship at Wooting? First month will be looping all my keyboards.
I was already like, what's this position going to be about? It can't be any good.
Keyboard looping.
You get paid by the switch, or how do you get paid?
Just an internship, right? It's I mean,
Oh, right, you don't get
you're
paid.
here to. No, exactly. You're here to learn. You're here to learn from the best. You're not getting paid. Yeah.
Please
Full
add a cheese color
responsibilities.
case.
Cheese color.
I
That would be
saw.
very Dutch.
I'm not sure if you've seen this, Dripungus, but you have like this case that's actually made like it has holes like cheese would have, right? And it's like an actual cheese case. I've seen that. I think it was a 60% case, I believe.
I've also seen it on Reddit coming by, but also with cheese keycaps.
Oh yes, all cheese boy.
Cheese keycaps.
With that Gouda keyboard before GTA 6.
I love me some good Gouda. Yeah. I mean, there's a keyboard case and keycaps for everything, right?
Oh, Raquel's seen it on Mechanical. Wait, you also on Mechanical, right?
Me?
Yeah, right? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
So you've seen it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I've seen a lot of keyboards. I have seen a lot of keyboards, a lot of things. Then I saw a lot of topics about Owlab. Oh my god, we're already in the fourth topic. 10 minutes in the stream.
There you know what's gonna happen for the rest of the stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay back. Well, Owlab, it's going strong. I think we've now reached a point where we're happy with the case, and there was like a little thing for ESTM, testing and making sure everything is compliant and good, and that's we've reached that point. And I know there will be first a smaller production run of 200 pieces. I think those will be top of mind. Don't pin me on it, right? We should have them in a warehouse early April. And that's also around the time when we want to start selling them. And because we don't know what the demand of this case is and how much people will actually like it and what will happen. So what we're probably going to do, because we have just a very small amount of stock, is maybe that people can leave their email address behind and we just pick 200 people who can pre-order it or order it by then. And once those 200 units have been sold, then we can go into more regular pre-orders, and I think those will be available May, so a few weeks later. But yeah. And for everybody who doesn't know what the Owlab case is, you can, if you Google now, we will also have like a website with all the information.
I have one in my hand here, actually.
Oh, here you go. Fantastic.
This is one of the color combinations. There's going to be 2 color combinations, right? It's the black, grayish, and red case, like this one. It was pretty cool. I also have the other one, which is actually... let me actually get it. I'll just get it. Hold up.
It's a little bit more...
It is a bit gunky because I've been with the fingers like everywhere, so...
Gunky? That sounds disgusting. So this is a... this case has been made by Owlab. And they make like more the higher end mechanical keyboard cases, parts and things. And this is then, fully catered towards the 60HE. And the only thing what you need is a 60HE PCBA module, and everything there is inside the kit. So there's a different friction fit pad, different foams, a sheet of pad film, and and one thing that's cool about the case can flex and bounce a little bit, and you can sort of control the stiffness of this with a slider, which is very very interesting concept. With this case you can sort of
tiny
get
apartment
this...
and I still managed to lose a case. Hold up.
And even with the I'm just totally out of my mind now. With Sander bouncing around. So that flexing mechanism just gives the very unique feeling and vibe. And with everything built together, you get like this specific Owlab sound, because all the keyboards have this thick, foggy, creamy sound profile, and it's quite interesting. So if you really want to go to the next level with a higher end feeling keyboard and sound wise, then this could be a case for you. But it will also be but the case will also be
hidden in
pretty
a travel case.
pretty expensive. Yeah, expensive. It will be pretty costly compared to what we normally have in the store. So yeah, but more information soon about it on the website and whatnot. Okay. Are you back, Sander?
It's
I don't
really
know.
gunky. Holy shit.
It's gunky. Yeah, then
it's
don't show
gunky
it
on the
if it's
back
too
on the
gunky.
PVD, but but this is the other color combination. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Beautiful.
I kind of like this one the most, to be honest. The gray black one is also. Both are. But it's good.
I need both.
No, I'm. So this is like the not even the PVD sample. This is like early. How do you call it? It's not electronic PVD sample. It's like I don't know what it is.
PVT. Probably.
It is a PVD sample. Oh well, it's an earlier sample, so it's not full final yet. There still has to be like minor changes to the whole product. I mean, look-wise, it's gonna be like this, right? But there has to be like a few things inside the packaging has to be different, and I'm gonna be making a video about it, also how to install it, and what's all included, unboxing, and all of that. So that's gonna go with one of the newest samples that will be coming soon, hopefully.
Yeah, also the whole unboxing experience. It's pretty wild, and it is also not so straightforward building the whole kit and keyboard together, and that's why Sander will make a nice how-to video, and we'll also have a written guide when the time's there. So that's
We don't have a price tag yet to share with you guys. No. Once we know that or anything, then we'll make a video, like a launch video, whatever, and it'll probably show the price then.
I know the price.
Small loan of $1 million.
$1 million? No.
Damn.
No, but I'm 99% sure that the price I have in my head, at least what we've discussed earlier this week, will be the price that we'll be selling them for. So, okay.
Mark says 1 kidney, but then you have 2 color options, so you can have 1 kidney for each color.
Yeah.
You good?
And Health Canada is very good, so you can get like the kidney dialysis without actually having kidneys. So, get 2 cases, and that's what it's like 2 trips per week to the hospital. No, don't use kidneys for keyboards. Just
use your heart, whatever, or any other organs. We'll accept it all. No.
No.
Introduction of the GM Ross was an amazing, excellent move, though. I thought about the Wooting a month ago, but GM Ross are hard to come by in Germany. Thanks, guys. I'm a Wooting enjoyer, and from now on, much poorer. Hey, you're welcome.
Hey,
thank you. Yeah, the GM Ross are pretty awesome. Yeah, in Europe they don't. I think they have 1 shop that has it in Europe. I'm not sure, but yeah, it definitely helps opening up the market a bit for GM in Europe.
I mean, there's only 1 shop, the Wooting store, right? That's the place to be.
Of course. I think there's also another store offering it, but our store is the best.
Okay, this one, by the way, can you make customizable profiles for only RGB? Yes, you can. So the keyboard, every Wooting keyboard can store up to 4 profiles. You can just copy the same profile multiple times and only change the RGB effects. And it's like, and whatever you use for profile switching, key combination on your keyboard, you can just switch under your thing. So what I have a this profile on my ATHE, and what this does, this is pure an RGB profile, and what it does absolutely nothing. All keys are unbind. And
why do you unbind? What?
So
is it for your son now to just fiddle around with it?
Yes. This is for my
son.
son.
Oh, actually?
Yeah. I have a son of 14 months old, and sometimes he comes here and he sits on my lap, and the only thing what he wants to do is touch the keyboard and the lights show up, and it was pretty annoying, right? Because then all the windows pop over. I send Slack messages. Yeah. I do weird things. I update my computer. Who knows? But now this is just his profile, and you can type, smash it, splash it, and then nothing happens. Yeah. And then I go back to my own profile. Now it's I'm the dangerous king. Yeah. So that's something you could do for your Wooting keyboard. So if you have a kid and you want to make a profile, unbind everything, put in a cool RGB effect, and let it rip. Okay, let's see. Any chance for you guys to make a 60% low profile HE keyboard? Any chance? I mean, there's always the chance, right? And I think do you know, Sana, are there low profile switches that are compatible with
Not
the
with our
60?
keyboard. Usually the
No,
low
right?
profile switches that come on the market have like the extruding bottom. Because
Yeah,
that also
yeah,
saves on
exactly.
the space, of course. If you have like a low profile keyboard, it can go through the PCB, so you have like more space to work with. And also that makes the length of the switch a bit larger, right?
Yeah.
Also, it's like, oh, you have like the like your MacBook switches, like few millimeter and then stops.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So currently we also don't have anything in development for low profile switches, but depending on why you want low profile, do you want a shorter travel or do you actually want a lower typing experience, or both, right? And if you want something with a Wooting keyboard, I would just suggest use some O-rings to shorten the travel and use a wrist rest that makes it pretty flat and pretty nice, but it's not really low profile. But maybe one day, right?
It's getting hot in
You
there.
guys have offices in Gothenburg where I would love to hop in and make you troubleshoot my 6-digit cheat has been acting up lately. We don't have offices in Gothenburg, but I currently live in Mölndal, very close to Gothenburg.
Is this like an open invitation to get?
I mean, I would love to troubleshoot your keyboard. In the meantime, if you can loop my keyboard, that's, I think, a fair deal, right?
All for looping the keyboard.
Yeah. No, it's I interesting story. So I did it a few times when people had either a question or wanted to hang out, or somebody actually having an issue with the keyboard. I invited them over to my Arnhem office, and that's quite fun, but it's also quite intensive. You know, for some reason I always spend hours talking with people and that kind of things. And so if you really want good help and great help and fast help, I would either, you know, ask the community on Discord or go to wooting.io/help and open a ticket, and then somebody there will help you, one of the customer service colleagues of mine. That's the better deal. Yeah. Don't try to find out where I live. So I guess in Sweden it's actually pretty easy to find out where I live, because you have like these open databases, right, with your name and everything. So yeah, please don't come to my doorstep. I don't open the door.
Damn it.
Maybe we should do another Wooter again. We haven't.
In your backyard, you mean?
No, I don't think my backyard is big enough.
I mean, in Sweden, man, you got like the big forests, right? You just get
we
like a
can
whole...
definitely meet up in a forest, right? And okay, good. Can we get more colors for the 8HE? Maybe no. I don't know. Can we some? I mean, we could. So the thing with colors is,
so what I want is still
orange.
Yeah, I still don't see it. Where's my orange? I mean, I have orange on my keyboard, but that's like custom keyboard. I want me an orange case. But it's still not happening. There's no Dutch glory here.
You can't always get what you want, right?
Then don't ask.
No. I mean,
orange would be nice.
Yeah, well, the thing with custom colors is, yes, we would like to do it, but the thing is, it's like black and white, that's always popular, and everything in between, it's always like, oh, you either like it or you hate it. So it's pretty low on the list, or at least it you know, you need to get 1,000 orange cases in your warehouse, and then you sell a few every month. Is that worth it, right? That's a very good question. But
yeah, you can mix and match everything with black or white, of course, because neutral colors. Yeah, or then you get a specific taste, and usually it's like if you get like a bright orange or a red, or I mean also mildly that color, it has to fit in someone's interior space, right? I mean, not everybody. Some people have the RGB spaceship living room, or like a gaming room, you know. But for those like me in the living room, I usually keep it a bit mild. I like me the orange still though. Orange, I mean, it's a warm color. It fits with my little fire over here.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Oh, this one. I'm just trying to go through the question. Can I ask quickly? All I want to hear is we don't give feedback on CVs, whatever, or that you're behind. I've sent an email a few months ago asking feedback on my CV. I mean, if you specifically ask for feedback on your CV, then I don't think this is the place for us to to comment on that. I would go to, but if you applied for a job, at Wooting, we don't. In the past, we didn't reply to everybody. That's going to change in the future. We now have a better system in place where we can reply and also reject people. But you can imagine if we open a job listing and we get like 200 applicants, and we don't personally respond to everybody. We just pick out the candy off the pop, and we only contact the people we like, or like that's a wrong thing. The people we think could be a good fit for the team, or who meet requirements based on your CV. But I think if you did a job application in the last 2 weeks or so and forward, then you will get a reply. It will be an automated reply if you're rejected, and a reason why you're rejected. But at least you will get thing. But we don't give detailed feedback on CVs if we reject people, like, oh, we're not interested in you for blah 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 blah, whatever reason. But yeah, okay. But we do read all applicants, and we go through them all. Yeah, okay. How about a macro pad with a knob? That would be. What's it with knobs today? And it's the second time with knobs. Do we need knobs, Sander? Do we need a macro pad with knobs or a keyboard with a knob?
Yeah, let's go for it. Why not?
Fine by me. Yeah. Product development team start a keyboard with a knob. Yeah. Let's make it 75% with a knob. That's the thing what everybody does. I mean, you
can just buy a Wooting 2HE and just get like a saw and just cut off like part of it, right? And you fixed it.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's TKL. Sorry.
So Big Brain AFK wants a keyboard that's just knobs and no keys. I mean, are you a DJ? But no, but so right. So if you would have a keyboard with a knob, right? What would be the use of the knob besides volume, right? Besides volume, where or how would you use it? That's
press it down to pause the video. Audio.
Oh, Sander's talking too loud. Oh, Erik's talking too soft. Yeah. Turn my character and do. Okay, yeah. Okay. So it is maybe quite funny to use as a little steering wheel or something. Yeah. Zoom in, zoom out.
I mean, it's all about the creativity, what the people can find behind it, right? It's like, I wouldn't personally use it because I can do already everything with whatever I have, right? But some people do crazy stuff with the keyboards that we never imagined, and it's like, oh shit, that's actually pretty smart, pretty good.
But then video editing, add a lot of logic to the knob, right? And making it in the software like, oh, it can control multiple things, video editing.
All knob keyboard, but it's a macro pad, so it kind of makes sense.
Control the brightness. Okay.
I mean, you can technically, like usually when you have knobs on the keyboard, right? You can always press them in. So having your whole keyboard with knobs still means you can just press them in each single key, right? So it acts like a normal key on your keyboard, but you can just turn it so you can change volume on every single key.
I think most knobs on the keyboard don't press in. Most of them. I think 80% of the knobs you see out there. I think Logitech, that's a unique thing. Logic has like a productivity keyboard, right, with a knob and gestures on top of it, a little touch thing. But I think most knobs on keyboards, you can't press them in, you can only rotate them. Some of them have a press, but not all of them. Yeah.
Dim my Philips Hue
Philips
lights. Yeah, that's a good one.
Keychron knobs are good. Okay.
So now where
Make a
can I
knob
get a
add-on.
friction kit pad? It's on the store actually. You can, you should be able to find it. It's a stock, right? The friction fit pad, isn't it? Should be. I think if you go to a products, go to like, I don't know how a website works anymore. Our products and then all our products. You should find it there. Yeah. I think. Yes.
Interesting. Yeah.
Manson to the
There you
rescue.
go.
Thank you, Manson.
Man's the rescue. Thanks.
What switches are your most preferred one at the moment? For me, the TTC RGBs are my preferred. Also tape modded, like the extra layers of tape behind my ADHD with the Zinc yellow case. I think it's like, it's mint. It's mint. And I think it doesn't do justice on the videos, the sound recorders, because it I personally think it's better in real life, but you know, that's me. That's me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on brand, right? I'm an advocate for this. Leco V2 L45s. That's the.
I mean, we sell the TTCs on the store right now as well, right? So
that's true. I mean, and yeah. Okay,
yeah,
TTCs.
Yeah.
I love TTC. This week I love TTCs. Get your
I mean,
TTCs.
I have to love it.
I love it. I love it. This week it's hype. Let's get the TTCs.
Yes. Only to boost sales for this week. Gotta be something.
Yeah. Erik mentioned new 60G module. I never mentioned a new 60G module.
Did you mention a new 60G module?
No, there's not.
Enlighten me, man.
When? When did I mention it?
It would be like a nice sneaky way to be like getting information out of people if it's actually like a product or something. Because you see that people do that on like other places, like
Fishing,
oh
right?
yeah, fishing for it. Yeah.
No, that's no use. I'm not Calder. You can't fish here.
We only got 200 HE coming up, boys.
200 HE. Yeah.
We got a whole fucking
knobs.
Airplane
knobs.
cockpit, laser beams, everything. You guys will be spoiled.
At 8 minutes of the stream, I'll watch it back, but I don't.
What did you say, boy?
No, I didn't mention. I didn't.
Spill the beans. I'd buy 200 HE though. My God, you need like a colossal desk for it. I mean, if you go in a height, it could be. It's all in width. Sorry, we only make it in the width, so we don't actually, you know, it's like a 60% layout, but then we just expand to the width to make it 200 HE. So you actually have like sometimes you have in movies, right, where like there's someone like busy like typing and you just slide to the other side and then do some stuff there. You'll be doing that with the 200 HE. Putting 69 HE. Nice.
Okay. Are low profile switches ever happening for Wooting? Maybe. But I think I answered a little bit while back, right? Maybe, who knows? We're not working on new switches at the moment, at least low profile switches, but no, nothing in the pipeline. Erik, can we use something like RGB line in 80% to be compatible with a knob plus macros? Like each line of the 4 represent profile will be suitable for UX users, cheaper than screen. A lot of things to dissect. Currently, we're not working on a 80% with a knob or macros. So macros, it's if you really want to dive deep and get information about macros, then the last live stream is actually fantastic to watch and to view. Because I think Simon rambled on about macros for like 15 minutes, but just to sum it all up, right? Storing macros and whole sequences on a keyboard, it's quite tricky if you want to do it in the right way. Plus it opens sort of the box for a lot of cheating, automation, and that kind of things in games, right? And another way how you can do it is how most softwares do it, is have your software open, have it running in the background, and then load everything from the software out there. And we used to, we used to have this tool called Wootomation, which was like a macro program and where you can set up different things. And I think that fantastic macro programs out there, right? AutoHotkey to name one, and there are probably even more out there where you can set up the most craziest things. And so yeah, maybe we'll have macros at some point in Wootility, but it's not something we're working on or that we really want to dabble into at this point. Yeah. Okay.
When do we
Erik,
get to
you
see
mentioned
the
a
new...
mouse earlier. New what?
When do we get to see the new Wooting product photos after the latest hires?
Oh, when? Yeah, never. Everybody's shy. We only hire AI and Androids the last time. No, so the website, quite interesting. I think next week or the week after, a few pages will update in a sort of new style of the website. And then slowly pages will transform over the whole website, because Finn has been working on a very nice system to scale the website in a better direction, have it more coherent, more cohesive. And then the developers are working hard to implementing the whole design system, right, and building all the new pages from scratch. And at some point we'll hit the About Us page, and that's when the About Us page will get a whole revamp and do it better. But yeah, we're definitely a lot behind on the About Us page, so don't look at the page.
Oh, yeah.
I pretend it doesn't exist. It's painful.
Wait, let me just look at it now.
No, don't.
I'm curious. Wait, how do we get actually to the...
Okay, I mean, you could make a low profile switch instead of 2 TTC new switches. We already have so much new switches, and you made 2 more. And after that, you can make finally low profile keyword to be different from the Chinese Hallfare keywords. I mean, you shouldn't underestimate switch development and what that entails. And it's a lot more complex than you would imagine developing switches. And with the TTC switches, we didn't develop those switches. The only thing what we changed is a different spring weight to cater it more towards what we prefer and a little bit closer to the L60 switches, so it's more suitable for FPS gaming, at least how we
we went in discussion with pro players, right? So it's like
Exactly.
we went in discussion, tested different spring weights, and
Yeah.
they all said, or like majority said basically like, oh, just having a little tad bit heavier in the how do you say it, in the beginning is nicer. So that's what we went with. Yeah.
So it's not that we made completely new switches, right? We just changed the weight of the spring and the feeling of the spring a little bit, like the spring weight, but smoothness and sound wise, it's still the same. So yeah, so it is a unique switch, but we didn't make it from scratch. And making switches from scratch, it's quite difficult. And one thing that you now see with a lot of magnetic switches as well is that they sort of end at the 3.4 millimeters or 3.6 or even lower, right? There are some more other low profile switches. And the thing is that interesting for gaming? Because one thing, what we think is the more travel you have, and in this case 4 millimeters, whatever was used on the more traditional mechanical switch as well, it just gives you more control, and you have a bigger range to control your movement. And shortening it has its benefit but also downside. So yeah, and that's why we're not like I mentioned, we're not focusing on a low profile switch. And let's say we would kick off a project for a low profile switch today, and it'll probably be a year or longer before we actually have something. So yeah.
Jacob, I wish we would make tactiles, man.
Yeah.
I wish. I could only dream. Every time it haunts me in my dreams that I can't. My little bumpy bump. But yeah, reality is sometimes hard.
So a Wooting mouse, it's also an interesting topic, right? Mice and mouse, it's just crazy. There are so many different shapes, feelings, sizes, weights, what people want from it, right? And I do think there are fantastic companies out there who make fantastic mice. And I think at the moment, if you're really looking into competitive esports, I think the Razer Viper V3, that's a fantastic mouse, right? Pulsar makes some good mouse. You have more, even more lightweight mouse, right? If that's something you want to that's something you're after. And
or Optimum experimenting with with his own design, with the lightest mouse out there. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, that's also pretty cool. And there's just a lot of knowledge there, a lot of expertise. It's not our expertise, and at the moment we don't have anything we really can add to this world, right? The only thing we can do is like, we can copy maybe the best whatever other people are doing and trying our best, trying to slap the Wooting logo on there, and maybe it will be a success. But no, what we rather do is focus on a product, try to add something, try to do something new, try to innovate, make it the best as we can at the moment, and then push it into the world. And and we're still not done with keyboards. There's still so much more we can do with keyboards.
Yeah, that's mainly just the big thing, is like we just have so much stuff still to do in keyboard land that we don't really focus on mice. I mean, we do have like a general concept which we think would be pretty awesome for mice, right? But it's like, I mean, we can't share, first of all, we can't share anything about it because then it will be yoinked anyway. Might we actually want to go in a MySpace, but it's also too early for us to really start.
We spoiled it. MySpace. MySpace.com.
MySpace. My God. I mean, basically, my Twitter feed is almost like MySpace. I get so many mice. I don't even like how I respond to that many mice posts, but somehow it's like full with mice always. Like everybody always being fanatic about it. Pretty sick.
So Ingo Fluss is a good question for the TTC. Was mentioned that the weight was decided from majority of pros. Is it CS mostly or other pros? No, we only targeted professional soccer players. So we have
FIFA.
Messi, Ronaldo,
Shit.
De Jonge, even some pro golfers we ask. No, it's so this is so pro players we are referring to.
Is Erik Sander.
Yeah. No, I would say tactical movement based FPS shooter games. So Valorant, CS2.
Yes. Yeah.
That's it. We don't know any other pro players. Yeah. So no, we. I mean, one thing that you can see is regaining some popularity again in Fortnite again, which is quite interesting. So now we're getting a resurgence in Fortnite, but Fortnite, it's I think the input speed together with rapid trigger, that's a nice win, but benefit to Fortnite, but it's not super critical compared to a CS2 or Valorant, right, where you really benefit from the rapid trigger, but still it's but yeah, maybe we'll ask them the Fortnite players in the future as well.
Hey, thanks for the stream. Do you know when we can order the ATHC white Zinc case? And I know there's been a question. Okay, we have answer for it. Thank you. Because I was almost gonna say, hey, Mark, matey, you know something about this, but apparently next week. Okay, good.
Next week already?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Apex Legends also pretty good, right? You can, I mean, you have these movement things like super gliding and what's the other tech called? Top of my mind. So you know, analog keyboards, whole fat keyboards really benefit in Apex Legends as well. But something you can see with the pro players there is that most pro players use a controller, right, or joystick because you have the very strong auto aim. And I think there's a little difference where you have like, if you play in trios, where mostly you have like 2 controller players and 1 keyboard player, and the keyboard player is more like the mid-range shooter, and then the controller players, they do like more the indoor crazy let's screw everybody with shotgun stuff up. Yeah.
People still play Apex.
It's very popular,
yes.
Apex. Yeah.
Especially in Japan, it's a very big thing. I mean, I went last time to Apex Legends event in Japan, but it's still ongoing. It's still going strong. I mean, maybe in Europe it's not as much, but or US, I'm not sure exactly on the details or whatever. I don't really catch up too much with Apex, what's going on, but Japan is still going strong. Yeah. Titanfall 2. Wait, I've never heard about Titanfall anymore, to be honest.
No. You've never heard about that? You must.
I know about Titanfall. I've played it, but I haven't heard anyone speak of Titanfall anymore for like so long.
No, right?
Yeah.
No, but it's.
Is it actually catching up again? Titanfall? Is it? Is it becoming a thing? Because I always felt like it's always like,
No, Titanfall 2. I mean, it probably has a cult following. I mean, the single player was an fantastic experience, right? The multiplayer was quite fun, but then Respawn Entertainment fully focused on Apex Legends, which was, of course, the bigger hit. So then, no longer official server C. Yeah, so the main focus. The whole focus shift to Apex Legends, and Apex Legends is, I think, Titanfall. It's the same engine. It's the Source, right? They use a modified Source engine, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It's, but it's the exact same engine, and that's why the movement feels so good, because the movement in Titanfall 2 was very tight and very good. Yeah, fantastic game. You know what I'm looking for? New Battlefield. I really want to play a new Battlefield.
I heard they were working on new Battlefield.
Yeah.
I haven't been playing Battlefield so often when like I was in middle school and stuff and high school. I've been playing it so much, but since like the last couple of Battlefields, I haven't been really doing much with it anymore. But also I don't have friends who actually play it, so that also makes it a bit less enjoyable, I guess, because usually you want to be with a group, you know, fucking shit up, getting the fucking tank, blasting the helicopters out of the sky, or get some random RGB shots or whatever, you know. It's like, yeah, I need some people to play with that. Europe is CS only. Oh yeah, CS is very big in Europe. I mean, now I live in Japan. I also been playing some CS, and I must say, I don't get so much Russians blasting my ears off anymore. Nobody says anything in the voice chat, surprisingly. Like, if you go in Europe, or like probably US is the same, it's like you get in CS, it's like everybody just screams at you, or like everybody uses voice chat. In Japan, nobody does it. Pretty surprising.
Interesting, right?
So now I'm the only one talking smack.
So this is a very good point, true, but Battlefield 2042, that's the latest Battlefield, right? With the newest patches, it's quite fun, and I played solo most of the time. So one thing, even though if Battlefield 2042 would now be the ultimate and perfect Battlefield, I would still refuse to play it, because I think developers should launch a game in a good state and not patch it over 3 or 4 years until it's a good game, right? They should try their best to, at launch, make it a good game. And you had it with Cyberprank 2077, now with Battlefield, and I mean, there are probably many more games that are just half-baked, and then over time they listen to the feedback from the community and they improve it over time, and then you have a nice game. But those games need to be this during launch, right? So whatever 2042 now is, that should have been during launch. Maybe not with all the content, new maps, right? Whatever, but bug free at least, right? That's right. Yeah, it's the same thing with Halo. The latest Halo, I can't even remember the name. The latest Halo, it also launched with like a few multiplayer game modes, and then like a year later the campaign, and then another year later whatever the game should have been. And that's also kind of a shame, because yeah, Halo Infinite, also a fantastic game, and I really want to like this game, but it was just so bare on content in the beginning, and it felt half-baked, like, oh, this is more of a glorified tech demo, and yeah, whatever. Anyway, fuck developers who release half-baked games. So please, new Battlefield, be good.
Good. Yeah, I mean, the Battlefields... I can remember when Battlefield 4 released, it was also not perfect, but people still wanted to like it very much, that it actually still kept doing pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Erik, did the cheap and horrible copies of the 60G affect noticeable on sales of the original 60G? Almost every day there's a new crap copy. Why you guys don't fight against them?
I mean, interesting question. we see a lot of copies, right? And internally we sometimes laugh about it, like, oh, you know, what's now coming out again, right? And then these ludicrous claims of like, oh, this has 265k polling and 1 million hertz key scanning for like 20 euros on AliExpress, right? And the same design as a 60HE. And some of them even look also fantastic, right? And you get like a nice 6 months warranty with it, and hopefully some software where you can change things on the keyboard. And the thing is, there is apparently demand for cheaper Hall effect keyboards, right? And on the lower budget side, which is fine. You also have a mechanical keyboard, right? You have nice mechanical keyboards. You have very basic budget mechanical keyboards, and that's so good and dandy. And the thing why we don't fight it, it's because it has no use. There are like a few factories that produce these keyboards, and you can just knock on their door, say like, hey, I want something that looks like a 60HE. Give me 1,000 in the next month, and they'll be like, sure, mister, here is your keyboard with your own logo on there, call it whatever brand name you want, and we'll make it for you. And there's nothing we can't really do about it, right? So as soon as we find like a party, say like, okay, we're going to, I don't know, sue you, whatever, and then maybe stop them from exporting to the US or Europe, and then, you know, you're months down the line, and they can just say like, okay, you know, we knock on the door of the manufacturer again. Okay, instead of us calling ourselves Angry Chicken brand, we're gonna call our brand whatever animal beer, jumping beer brand, right? Jumping beer, jumping beer keyboard. And they just make another 1,000 keyboards, the exact same with a different logo. And then you have to sue that company again. So if you knock one of them out, just a few more pops up. So it's definitely not worth it. And what are we getting out of it? Absolutely nothing. It just costs us time, effort, and money. And what we rather want to do is we want to focus on improving our products, making new products, and pushing the industry forward, and just doing the things we do best, make great software, improving our customer service, giving customers a great experience, and high-end products that's, I guess, worth it for the price, and not focus on all that shenanigans and whatnot. And yeah, it's something we just cannot stop and don't want to stop, I guess. And I mean, yeah, people who want to buy it, they buy it, right? And there's a market for it, and that's fine. What's the point I want to make?
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, we just see it as a sort of a flattering, and I guess, yeah.
I think, Jacob, that the ATG is not copied yet because the layout is not as common. And probably the 60% layout has already been so massively produced that they can very quickly just get OEM stuff probably out of the door and just get that out. Yeah.
Do you plan soon to make a 65% keyboard or sell a 65 PCBA module? Who knows? Maybe. Great idea. I don't need a 65%. I mean, I've got an 80, right? I have my arrow keys. Why do I need more?
More arrow keys.
More arrow keys, yeah. No, I mean, it's the 65 is definitely a layout that has been in demand by us. At least people, you know, keep on asking from time to time. So maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Just spam. Well, everybody has Erik's address. Just send them stuff, you know? Spam the fuck out of him.
Spammy. Just say like, hey, I want a 65, I want a 69. 65 is 75% in hiding. Yeah. I don't know. 75, TKL, 65. I mean, I don't agree. I mean, I've seen sort of copies of the 80 already. There are some
Wait, there are copies of the 80?
Yeah, they sort of.
I know there's like other. I know there's like other keyboards that have like the same layout and stuff, but it didn't feel like we had like an actual carbon copy yet.
No, it's not as strong as with the 60, right? With the 60, you have some of them that are just literally carbon copies. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they have the slope and have the strap attachment exactly the same. They just literally just took the design file. And pew! Okay, there we go. Print it out. Let's go, boys. But ATG, the same design with the angles and all hasn't been used yet.
Yeah, no. I think copying the ATG is also more of an investment, right? Because they would need multiple molds, a gasket mount system, and the 60 is just more straightforward. You have one mold, a plate, and yeah, so it's more straightforward, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Isn't the 80 a 75 with extra steps?
I have a feeling that I'm just getting baited here. Whatever people say in chat, right? Oh, just let Erik spew some words. Then I see a compilation videos in a few days. Oh, we're gonna make a 65% keyboard. You can actually use this.
That'd be sick. Can we make a promise that we're gonna make tactile? I'll just say it. We're gonna make tactile switches and just paste it everywhere and make it happen. That it's gonna be spammed so much that Calder and the rest of the team is gonna get annoyed so much that we're actually gonna get tactile switches.
That we're gonna do it. Yes.
Yes, please help a brother out.
Help a brother out. Tactile switches. Yeah. Yeah. Clip it. Clip this. Send it. Post on YouTube.
Tactile church. We're gonna start it.
Tactile church. Can't wait. Okay.
What address can we send postcards to?
Oh, that's an interesting. Yeah, it's an interesting topic. So normally people send it to my place. Yeah. Now because I'm now not in the Netherlands anymore, and I want to be in hiding, right? So not selling out my location here. But we are working on and I don't know if we have set it up, but we're working on a antwoord number in the Netherlands, like a reply number. And that's like a sort of anonymous thing where you can send things to, and then it will be redirected to whatever address. So we can have one postal address for everybody, but change it if we need it, right? Because we don't have a specific office and we move all around the world and whatever. So yeah, PO box, exactly. PO box. Yeah, send us goodies.
I'm poor. I don't have food. Please give food.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to send something to me in Sweden, please send it. Reach out to me in Discord. I'll share my address, but include some Dutch peanut butter, appelstroop, and what else? Mayonnaise.
Can't we just make the PO box here in Japan, and I can just, collect some peanut sauce and, some normal bread? Thank you.
Normal bread.
Yeah, I only got toast bread here, man.
I'm also missing normal bread. It's, bread in
Sweden isn't bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but it's always, there's a lot of sugar here in bread, so it's always very sweet. Yeah. Every bread is kind of sweet. Yeah.
Same, man.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. Let's
what?
New Project Optimum patch for enter production. This I'm just getting baited left and right here to say things that aren't true or people just fishing. Yeah.
Can we expect
Raybread is fantastic. There's nothing better than Dutch Raybread. Danish Raybread is okay.
Rye bread. Well, is a rye bread like the curly?
Roggebrood.
Oh, roggebrood. No. I don't like roggebrood.
You don't?
No, it's not a fan of it. I know people who do roggebrood on brood.
Oh, that's me. I do that.
That's me. Fuck off. It's so weird. It's so weird.
I've had this discussion so many times, but okay, imagine this, right? Okay, imagine you have a Dutch slice of Dutch bread, right? And you put cheese on top of it. And you put another slice of tarwebrood on it. Just the same bread you have in the bottom. That's accepted. That's fine, right? So you have tarwebrood, cheese, tarwebrood. Normal sandwich. Now you take tarwebrood, cheese, roggebrood. All of a sudden, it's weird. Why is it weird?
You also do cheese on. I know people who don't even put the cheese on. It's just literal like a roggebrood on the brood, like bread on bread.
Nobody does that. No.
Yeah, people do it, man. I swear, people are doing that. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is like the most tasteless shit out there.
No, you need to do. Roggebrood itself, it's quite nice to eat it, right? If you have to freeze roggebrood, but if you do it on bread, there needs to be something in between, right? Either very good butter, but preferably cheese or leverwurst. You know, that's yeah. No, but people have been shaming me for eating a slice of roggebrood on top of bread, and that's I don't know. I don't know.
Can we just ban roggebrood? I don't like it anyway.
No, I like very bad.
Do you do it with honey? Oh, like stroop.
Honey, stroop. Yeah, stroop. That's good.
Stroop.
That's good. Yeah, it's yeah. I love appelstroop. Yeah, I love Rinse appelstroop.
I mean, it still doesn't make me like. I have to fucking dip the whole thing in honey. Will I actually like it? Maybe.
Okay, good.
So start baking bread in Japan. I don't have an oven here, man. That's the thing. I don't have an oven.
Need an oven for bread? You can get a bread machine, right? A bread machine. You just throw some ingredients in there, and then in the morning you wake up, you have like nice bread. That's what you need. Yeah. Okay, I'm seeing Discord messages are coming in. Send me messages that you want to send me stuff over. I give you my address, but include mayonnaise, peanut butter, stroop.
You have mayonnaise in Sweden as well, right? Don't you?
Yeah, the American sweet mayonnaise, the Hellmann's.
Yeah.
It's not the same. It's not the Vlaams mayonnaise, not the Belgian mayonnaise. It's no.
Okay. Damn.
Okay. Let's close down the stream before I'm swimming in mayonnaise. I mean, I'm gonna answer one more question. I'm gonna answer it by truth. So the next question that'll come in, I'll answer that one.
By truth, you said, right?
With truth. When 65%. When 65? 65 comes after 64. I've said it. I'm sorry.
Fuck, that's a good way of making it. Okay, yeah. I see what you did there. Alright,
Yeah.
alright.
Okay, good.
I was
Well,
75.
everybody-
Well, after 74. God damn it.
Okay, good. It's time to. It's time to.
I feel hurt, but okay. Oh man. We don't want to make you feel hurt, man. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay.
You got paid. All right. Yes. Okay. We're gonna skedaddle. Thank you everybody for watching, joining along with the stream, and in 2 weeks, it's gonna be another stream.
I may be more well prepared. Who knows?
Maybe you have more topics. Probably not, but who knows? Alrighty, everybody. Good night, good morning, good evening, afternoon, whatever it might be. And we'll check you guys in the next one. Ciao, ciao.